So I finally took all of them out, and it was a lot easier than I thought. This didn't even take an hour to take out once I figured out how to do it, popping them bands. And it has like this crinkly look that I'm fucking digging. Like, I'd wear this out like. So I get my hair done tomorrow. I'm very excited. Get my color in so I can hide some of these grays. Obviously, like, there's some buildup from like product in there. But yeah, I love it. I wonder if I can get her to like, I can ask her how to make it crinkly like this always. I wonder if you have to like braid it. But I think it's really cute. But here we are. Okie dokie. So, excuse my appearance. I got my hair done. But remember, I was saying I like that crinkly look. So she braided it up, she plaited it up for me, and I had like braids sticking out like this. So I was like, can you please pin them down? Like, I can't walk out of here like this. So she kind of just like pinned it up. So I'm gonna let this stuff dry because I was not sitting under the dryer. Was not sitting in the dryer. Like, I cannot stand sitting under the dryer. I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna let it air dry, probably keep this in overnight and then take it out tomorrow. But yeah, I'm excited. She said they're doing well and they're budding and everything like that. She's continued with the interlocking. And I just think she does such a good job. I wish like I could like film inside the place, but I get like really nervous doing that. So I refrain, and I don't think people like a camera in their face and all that. So gotta be respectful, but I like it. Now on to more packing. Hey guys, excuse this huge ass pimple, but I took my hair out and here it is. I'm loving it. It has a little crinkle to it. I think I need to put some oil on it because it's looking kind of dry, so I'm gonna do that. But I love my little crinkles. I'm in my car and it's pouring down rain. I'm at the dang on Target because I needed to get some stuff. I just went to the storage unit and dropped off with a lot of shit. And so now I feel like I want some lunch and something to eat, and they're like, I really don't want to drive with all this heavy rain, so maybe if I can like, there's a Uno's right here, I can go over to the Uno's, give me a little lunch, give me a little drinky drink, let the rain die down, and then get on over back to the other side of town. So I think that's what I'm going to do because this rain is just doing the most right now. I think they should be open. It's like after 11, so not quite 12. But yeah, I'm loving my hair. This process has been very interesting. It's been about 6 months at this point. I never thought I would be able to do this, but it really just goes to show you like what your own hair can do and how you can be just happy with your own hair, because I did miss them. So I'm gonna hold off putting the little passion twist back in because my plan was to like, you know, get my hair done, take a little break, and then put it back in. But I think I'm going to hold off on that and just rock these for a little bit. And I just don't know how I can do this on my own. Maybe I can like wet it and then braid it up myself and I can still get like the crinkly effect because I don't have another appointment for 6 weeks. So I don't know, but I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm gonna get me a little drinky drink because I'm hungry and I'm tired and I'm just everything. I did get this cool little cosmetics bag at the Target so I can have to carry my cosmetic shit. It has a little rainwater in it, but it has little compartments in it and whatnot. And then I got an extra one here. So I'm gonna be organized. I've got my trunk and shit. I'm really not trying to come and disrupt my mom too much. So I'm hoping I can fit all my necessities in this joint and keep it fucking moving, you know? So I'm just sitting here on the last day of being in this apartment, and I'm just looking around and thinking about all the experiences and memories and just everything, and it's kind of bittersweet. I just have so many feelings that I just don't even want to feel, you guys. That I like don't even want to process, and it's a shame. I just feel like I can't, because I know I'm at the brink of something, if that makes sense. And I know something's coming. Not like in a bad way, but just like going into a different phase of life. And try not to avoid it. And just following the signs and not trying to explain things away or this, that, and the other. And it's all very, very interesting, but I'm a little sad, but also a little excited and curious how everything's gonna pan out for me. I've just, at this point, I have myself, you know, obviously I have my family, but it's me doing, I either sink or swim, make it happen or don't happen, and I plan to swim, so, just get my life back on track and try this thing again in the right way, maybe, and go about things differently. Gratefully, I have, like, family, my mom I can, like, go back to in this time, which I'm really grateful for. So, yeah, everything's pretty much packed up at this point. My mom's coming tomorrow. I took a lot of stuff to storage today. And, yeah, tomorrow we'll come back and do, like, a deep clean because we are trying to get our security deposit back. It's, like, $1,600. So, like, that's $800 per person. That's a good little fucking chunk of change right there, and I could use it. So, yeah, if I do this right, I won't be down too long, but we'll see. We'll certainly see. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great rest of your evening. I don't even know where this video is going to go. I feel like there's so much going on. Yeah, so I'll see you guys a little bit later. Bye. Oh my gosh, you guys, what a long day it has been. What a long effing day it's been. I'm so tired. Got everything out of the apartment, taken to the storage. And I took my stuff to my mom's, and then I decided I just kind of needed some time, like, to myself, you know, and just to, like, kind of get situated and, like, with what's happening. This is a new phase in life, and it's so weird because I do feel kind of different. I feel like a new person, which is weird, and I feel like a different person. It's just really a weird feeling, but I am so grateful for my mom. She came, we worked that shit out. We got in there, we got out, like, we were doing the damn thing. And so then we went to lunch because I wanted to treat her because she just made it so easy, and she's there to support me and do what it is to help me succeed, you know. And I know that I always have a place to call home. So kind of living like a nomad right now. I'm at a hotel, at least for today. And then I am, you know, going back and forth between Christian's new joint and my mom's place, and saving money and, you know, doing my life over again and starting new, really, which is kind of exciting yet really scary. It's very much unknown. And then for my mom, her lease is up in May, so that's like 6 months. So either way, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do in 6 months. And I think that I don't know, because he has his own space now. Maybe it'd be good for me to have my own space too, to experience that, because we went right from, you know, living in our parents to, like, living together, and didn't really have that experience. Granted, we lived together for 2 years, but such is life. This is all like a learning experience, and, you know, it's, wow, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. Definitely a lot. I haven't gotten my good cry out yet. I know that it's coming because I am sad. Like, it's a whole new life of, like, not living with each other every day, seeing each other every day, going to sleep with each other every day, like, doing that whole thing. So it is very different, and we had created a life together, and a lifestyle, and a routine, and a schedule, and all of that is no more. Kind of like doing my own thing now, so it's kind of just up to me and what I want to do. It's all up to me. This pimple is, like, not going anywhere. It's like a cystic pimple that's just, I don't know why it's not going anywhere, but that's what's going on. And I do want to say, like, for myself, and pat myself on the back, like, I know it doesn't sound like much, but I am proud of myself, damn it, because I did what I needed to do. I packed all my shit up. I got my storage unit on my own. I paid for it on my own. I didn't ask for anybody for assistance. I got my truck on my own. I didn't ask anybody for assistance. It was like me and my mom. I got my shit. I got myself out of there. We packed my, like, I did it on my own. And like, that is something that is like, I haven't done in a long time, if ever, of like just doing it on my own. Because I'm always relying on somebody. I've always had like someone to fall back on, whether it's my mom or Christian or whoever. Like, you know, our family can somewhat be enablers, like, quite honestly. And like, it's because they, you know, they love you and they want you to do well, they want you to be okay. But in some ways that can also be a little counterproductive to like a person going out and doing it on their own. And I'm no way complaining about having family, not at all. Like, I love my family, they're everything. It's just sometimes it can be counterproductive when you know that you're always gonna have a backup. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to fail. I don't want to say it like that, but it's okay, because you know, like, you can always go home or this, that, and other. And sometimes that's not the best mind frame. So like, I really want to do this on my own. I really want to see where I am like 6 months from now, getting my own place, or if it's me and Christian doing whatever we do. Like, who knows? So much is like up in the air. Like, if I'm gonna have the same job, like what is going to be happening? Like, next year I'll be 30 and March, so like that's a whole big thing. And I just, there's so much going on, and I just honestly feel like this is a new phase and a new moment and a new time and a new era for me. So I just appreciate anybody who's ever clicked on my videos or watched or shared or liked or commented or anything. Like, I just appreciate you, because this in itself just helps me know that I exist in this world. One, that you know, like, I'm actually here existing in this world. It helps me follow along my progress. It keeps me accountable to a certain point. Like, so, and I know a lot of people like to be here for Johnny Depp, and like going through that whole trial experience was just something of another. It was, oh my goodness. And it hasn't ended. Here we are in dang on November, and that was in June, you know, and it hasn't ended. Almost 6 months. So it's just wild. So I just appreciate you guys checking in and this, that, and the other. Like, it's really cool. So yeah, I'm just doing me, and we'll see what we get into. I don't know where I'm going to be half the time, or where I'll be able to record or this and another, but I'll make it happen. I'll make it work, you know. And I'll take you guys along with me, whatever happens. Still touching in on the news and the gossip and everything like that. I actually wanted to go on Twitter to see what I missed, because I saw something with Leah Remini. You know, Leah Remini from the whole Scientologist thing. She was a Scientologist with Tom Cruise and all of them, and she's talking about, she did this whole long thread on Shelley Miscavige being missing. So I wanted to get into that a little bit more. I believe her name is Shelley. But like, it's so weird. Like, I'm interested in the Scientology shit because it's so weird. Oh god. It was a weird experience. So I got out of college, and you know, obviously everybody's looking for a job. My major is art history, and I was looking for a job, just wanted something, and I ended up finding this job at a chiropractic office. So I go to the chiropractic office, I do my interview and everything with this doctor, and he seems fine, he seems okay, bald head, white guy, seems normal. He seemed very like straight-laced, very like organized, very like analytical, just like very that type. Everything has a space, just like, you know, very much so like that. Everything was very organized, and it was me, this one chick and another girl. So it was like the three of us, and we were like the front desk and like assistants, this, that, and another. And he was married and he had kids, and the wife would come in and help sometimes and whatnot. But I started, because we would get the mail, and I started seeing like these Scientologist like magazines and like pamphlets and shit like that. And I was like, oh, really? Like I had heard of Scientologists, but I didn't really know what it was. So I was like, oh, really? Okay. So, and this guy, he was so weird. Like the one thing that really like ticked me off, that something was wrong with this dude, was yawning. Like, he could not stand yawning. Like, if you were talking, and it could be in the morning, if you were talking and like, you know, you just yawned like a normal, like, it just comes naturally, he'd be like, am I boring you? Am I boring you? I was like, no, he was like, but you yawned. I was like, I'm just a little tired, you know, I just like, so like, you could not yawn around this dude. So anytime I felt a yawn coming on, I had to feel like I had to stifle it. So anyway, I saw these pamphlets coming in and whatnot, and I was like, it's kind of weird. So like, I asked the other girl, and she was like, one of the girls who I was working with, and she was like, yeah, they're Scientologists. Like, all of them, like, the kids are Scientologists and everything. Like, they're like heavy into that shit. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah, even to the point where like, she wants to send the kids to like this Scientology school or whatever, and that's like super strict. Like, she wanted to send her children, like, because the one was like a junior in high school or something, so like they had made some type of deal that if she gets like got to do like her activities, then she could like her mom wanted her to go to this Scientology school. And so it was just weird shit like that. And then there was a couple training sessions that they had us go to, and that now that I know, and like watching shit back, they had us going to fucking clearing sessions. And I had a workbook, and I threw it away, and I'm so fucking pissed I threw it away. They had a workbook, they had us going to clearing sessions, and it was like a workbook that me and like the girls that I worked with, the other receptionists and shit, that we would have to like sit there and do, and we would have to like sit in front of each other and like talk and like go through these questions and like ask each other, and like if we I felt like halfway have blacked this shit out because it was just so effing weird. But I just remember like, what the fuck am I doing? It was the oddest thing, sitting across from this girl and like looking her in the eyes and like asking these questions over and over again. And it was an all day thing. It wasn't a couple hours, it was an entire day thing on a weekend in this weird fucking place, this house. And I just remembered being like, so we got a lunch break, and then we would like go back, and it was like different sessions. And to this day I'm pissed I did not like get that book. But then eventually I just felt uncomfortable, and I didn't like, because I had a nose ring, and I know some places like they don't let you wear nose rings, and like I had just gotten mine, and this is like one of my favorite piercings, and they like always would like, he hated it, like I had to like go through the whole thing getting like the clear piercing and all that. It was just a whole bunch of bullshit. And then like the hours were super late because they had like chiropractic appointments into the evening, and it just was not convenient. It just wasn't convenient. He just was very odd. Like as time went on, like he started getting like a temper, and I think something was going on with him and the wife. Like it was just fucking weird. But I just really don't believe, because Scientology is a religion, right? I believe so. Why are you like imparting your religious beliefs and having that as part of a training for a workplace, like, and then like not even really telling us what it is? I found it out watching like the fucking Leah Remedy shit about like clearing sessions and shit, because I was like, that's the shit I was fucking doing. Like, I didn't sign up for this fucking shit. Like, they paid for this shit for us to go to this shit. Like, it was so weird. So I want to take a look at that. Further distract myself, you know what I mean? I got myself some wine. So, and then I got like these churro donuts. Oh my god, churro donuts. Because we went to this place for lunch called Chicken and Whiskey. And they had good drinks, and they had these good sandwiches. So like Then I got these churro donuts to go. I already ate one, but like, oh my god, look at that. They're so effing good. So I've been munching on that. Then I got myself some wine, so I've been sipping on that. And I also got some Febreze, so I could spray this bitch down. But yeah, you guys, it's gonna be different from here on out. I don't really know what's going to be happening, but it's life. It really is life. It's gonna be interesting. So we'll get into some more things later on once I get myself together a little bit, because I want to check out what's going on in the world, because I've been like packing and moving all day, so I don't even know what's going on. Besides, I saw that Takeoff's memorial service or funeral was today or yesterday, I believe it was. So I saw that. I haven't really seen much else what's going on, so I want to take a look, chat some, and maybe take a nap. But yeah, let me know if you guys have ever been through, if you've ever, I'm sure everybody has been through breakups, not breakups, but weird shit, and change and separations and moving apart and everything, and just how you dealt with it. Because my game plan is just to try to live my life, go to work, do what I need to do, save my money, get my own little studio or something, and see what else happens in between, but just focus on me. I don't know. And that's a wrap. Everything's out. We cleaned up, got all the shit out, and we turn in our keys. So bye-bye apartment and home of 2 years. I had to do some touch-up paint. Doesn't look horrible, but I'm sure you can see the spots. But this was our home for 2 years. It was a good run, but it's time to move on. That spot looks horrible. But it's time to move on. And I'll catch you guys on the other side.